Hey Aquas, it's me Parker. Welcome to my channel. We're getting ready to do your reading for August 20th through September 2nd. And really quick, I just wanted to talk about the energy that I was in just now when I was gearing up to do your reading. I was thinking on it and I just had a moment where I was thinking about the things in my life that I'm working to change, and sometimes having moments of frustration where it's I don't want to say a lack of gratitude energy, although gratitude can go a long way in achieving those things for what we already have or how far we've come. But it's really easy sometimes to get frustrated. I was just thinking about some of the things that I wish were different or that I'm working to change in my life. And it's easy to get frustrated and feel like, why aren't those things here yet? Or it's still so far away where I want to be, or what have you. And it just kind of came to me about how so many things that have changed or happened in my life, once those things evolved to where they were going to, I've had so many things line up where it was well, clearly that was part of my path and that was meant to happen. And then once you hit that moment, it's I see how that all played out like that. Sometimes when we're in the thick of the journey, it's very easy to lose sight of that and forget that we're constantly in that flow of things lining up and the next thing coming to us, or our goals or dreams coming to us. It's easy to lose sight of that. So I just wanted to share that because we're constantly in some point of that energetic flow of having that next thing that we're working towards, or that next piece of the puzzle in our path coming to us. So I just wanted to point that out. So let's start off with the animals. Some of you might resonate with bear energy. I've been getting drawn to bear energy. It just came out in another reading, and I was kind of drawn to it. Animals, what would like to come forward today for Aquarius? Aquas. What animal totems want to work with Aquas in this reading, please? We'll do one more shuffle. Aquarius. What's up with Aquas? That golden egg is trying to come out. Aquarius. Okay. Shark. I kind of knew that was going to come out. Anything else for the animals? Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Anything else? And then we'll talk about it. Anything else for Aquas? Okay. Ooh, interesting. Wow. It's a lot of black and white imagery. It's a lot of water too. So the first one out is shark. So remember how I felt the need to talk about that with the frustrations of certain current circumstances. Geez, say that 10 times fast. Shark is a sense of something looming. It's a presence around you, whether it's a feeling or an actual person around you or events that are about to shift. it's a presence of something, like a shark, right? And you feel it, like, you know, it's like swimming in the water and you can kind of feel it looming. You don't see the shark until it's right on top of you, is how they describe it. There's a lot of water going on in this reading. We do have a full moon in Pisces on August 30th. So in the earth sign readings, I don't know why I'm fumbling over my words so hardcore. I don't know if that's something you guys are struggling with. If you're not dealing with someone or have heavy water in your chart yourself, certainly you're being affected by this full moon in Pisces. And in the earth sign readings, for some reason I was really tapped into the full moon in Aries that's happening next month. I think that's going to be really huge for people because it came out in Gemini's reading as soon as I started reading. And I'd actually gone back and looked at my moon cycle chart and I was like, oh, this month is full moon Pisces. I don't know why I honed in on that Aries full moon, but I just wanted to mention that in case any of you guys had seen the earth signs reading. This month is actually the Pisces full moon. There's a lot of water going on here. This is like a fumbly energy. There's a lot of aquatic animals showing here. The octopus is slipping, fumbling, reaching all over with those tentacles. It's a card of boundaries or a lack of boundaries. It's a fumbly energy. We also have crocodile that showed. The crocodile is like kind of a waiting energy, or like a cooling down or cooling off energy, regaining your energy, regaining your strength. And then we have elephant. Somebody also might be testing your boundaries. I'm just saying that because, and then we have whale. Interesting. Then we have whale. Another like deep sea, and then the crocodile. Crocodile and beaver are funny because they both move between land and water, just saying. The realm of emotion and practicality. This is also a card of like your backbone, or like being in alignment with oneself. That's the chakra system there, right? This is also being true to yourself for sure, with that deep song of the whale, that looming energy. And then this, when the elephant presents, it's a crossroad energy, fire energy. So we have water and fire. But when the elephant stands in front of you, you can't go through the elephant, you have to go around it. So it's either presenting an obstacle or it's clearing one away. So there's something kind of ominous or kind of building in this reading. You might, with these two, be talking, we might be talking about somebody testing your boundaries, having to stick up for your personal boundaries. But I want to see what the octopus is presenting here. And then that might be if you choose to stand up to this person, and that could just be what's building, is the fact that you have to either remove yourself from this situation, stand up for yourself, and go take a cool off moment, or like the situation with this boundary tester is like building and building and building, and standing up for yourself about it, or standing up in your power about it, is clearing away this obstacle for you. And then you can kind of breathe again, like regain your energy like the crocodile. So we'll look at the elephant too, because it might not have to do with that boundaries element. It might have to do more with the shark energy presenting itself. But I want to look at this octopus first. Octopus. Tell me about the octopus for Aquarius, please. There's something here about the crown energy, which is like in our chakra system, like our connection to the etheric, the divine, our true self, being in alignment here. Tell me about octopus for Aquarius, please. Show me the energy of octopus, please, for Aquarius. Octopus, please. Interesting. Guilt and mysticism. That crown chakra energy. We have soulmate and trickery. Trickery and octopus, I'm not loving that energy, especially considering that there's a soulmate tied up in the midst of this. Soulmate doesn't have to be love. Soulmate can be a friend. Soulmate can be just someone here to teach us a lesson here. This energy seems disrespectful to me. Very disrespectful of you or your boundaries. Yeah, so we'll clarify with tarot, but again, I want to emphasize soulmate can be a family member, soulmate can be a friend, soulmate can be a lover, of course, but this energy doesn't seem very disrespectful of you. And you seem kind of very respectful of them. There's this guilt energy, facade, despondent, and the victim, the matching card to this trickery. The victimhood that is made of this disrespect. And despondence, feeling at a loss here. And soulmate. Make no mistake, this is, someone that's important to you. Someone that's important in your life or you're very connected to. But facade and guilt, that to me is feeling guilty about having to stand up for this person, maybe cut them off or cut them out, or stand up for yourself about the way that they treat you, because they are a soulmate. You are connected to this person. Tell me about this octopus energy with this soulmate for Aquarius. Won't be surprised if that Six of Cups that showed comes out, but we'll see what comes out. Lots of cups. This situation is making you guys emotional. You may be finding yourself taking a step back to cool down consistently, or maybe that's just really called for here because they don't respect your boundaries. This person might have a drinking problem as well. Just saying. That's kind of coming through here too. Tell me about octopus with soulmate. Nine of Cups, yeah. Ace of Cups. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, so for some of you, you're dealing with someone that has a substance abuse issue. This is indulgence here. For those that are not dealing with someone with a substance abuse issue, I would say that this person, their indulgence is just their own I don't want to say preservation, but like their selfish tendencies. Like they're not conscientious about the people around them, you know what I mean? They're kind of just indulging in whatever they want to do or acting however they want to act. For a lot of you, though, that is substance abuse. This can be excess indulgence. You know, for those where it's not the substance abuse, it's just their own indulgence in their free will and their prerogative. It's funny. There's a halo on that person. They're connected to their crown in alignment with themselves, right? Bringing into balance. This, to me, this is a defensive card, but see how that person is like holding that stick and they're like, back off. Like, boundaries from this person. And then to me, this is the elephant, right? See that Justice card standing very strong, like that elephant bringing into balance, especially in terms of like enabling for those in the substance abuse issue. That could definitely be the looming shark. But the shark or the elephant in the room here is this person's lack of boundaries or their effect on the people, or particularly you, with this seeming substance abuse or self-control issue. I'll say it that way. And then the elephant. But the Page of Wands is a card of communication here. And it's kind of unignorable. Like growing. The victimhood that is kind of placing you in here. It's growing. And then this guilt to me is just speaking about like having to take action or like having to address this shark or this elephant in the room because they're not going to, and feeling guilty about that. But the looming presence of the shark is that this is an issue. It's out of balance, or it's, you know, not in alignment with you. So Ace of Cups, I like that a lot with the whale song, right? Like that is listening to your whale song. There's a healing quality to the whale's song that I'm feeling, with just the reverberation of its sounds in the deep, with enacting in your own strength. It's like healing for those around you, but this is also looking after yourself too. High Priestess, Two of Cups. Yeah. High Priestess, Two of Cups. There's that soulmate relationship with whoever this is, and there's that crown energy being lit up. To me, it's just like the looming force of the shark energy alerting you to the fact that this is not in alignment with you or in balance with you, and that is being very connected to the crown there, receiving that information, that knowledge. I'm also getting kind of a purity off of that, dealing with this, addressing this situation. Just kind of looking at what deck I want to use here. The High Priestess in this deck and Justice, though, they look quite stern, especially with that standing up for your boundaries energy. Quite stern. She's like do not, like fierce, and then also very fierce, almost pissed off. You may have to be very direct with this person. Tell me about the Page of Wands with Justice, please, for Aquarius. There may also be, with the force of the elephant there's Justice again, an opportunity that comes up for you to address this, and you might have to seize that opportunity. I'm also, for some of you, you're doing tough love, or you're having to be very firm because this person's waving like, bye, see ya. especially if they test a boundary too much, or if the shark actually presents itself and you're like, oh no, that boundary line has been crossed fully, or like unmistakably, or you know what I mean, like they do or say something and it's just like too much. Could also be very subtle too, with like, you know, if it's not outright substance abuse and enabling, it could also just be like you see something about the true nature of this person with this trickery energy and you're like, oh, that's how it is. I had a feeling something wasn't kosher here. And guilt might be, I'm stammering over my words here, guilt might be playing into that in terms of they haven't really technically, I mean, it's not that bad, but it's like, this is standing very strong. This is a card of having a total backbone about it, right? Swift or not, like that sword is strong. They are strong about this. Like putting your foot down energy. Tell me about this elephant with this Page of Wands and justice. Yeah, and for some of you, the moon, there's justice coming out to clarify again. The Four of Swords or Four of Needles, the justice is just taking a step back from this situation to, like, in a way that they can't, like, see how they're just kind of doing their own thing and that person is, like, they're drinking, they look sick, they look upset. That bottle on the table actually says vodka. And they look identical to this person over here with this chalice. Like, there's nothing you can do for this person, right? And this person is kind of off doing their own thing here. The justice in this situation, too, is maybe taking a step back. Like the cooling off, I'm going to go cool off. I need this for my boundaries. I need my space here. That person's like, bye. Like, see you. Like, they're waving, right? And then the Six of Swords is showing on the bottom. This is a card, like, see how she's just, like, tending to herself? Tending to herself with her head down, doing her own thing. It's the card of moving to calmer waters. Calmer waters where there are no sharks lurking with this person's lack of respect or boundaries. Or you might have really thought that they cared about you, too. Facade, right? Again, for some of you that are just seeing the true nature of the situation or this person, this is a lot of intuitive energy. There's a lot of intuition going on with this crown energy and this chakra system. There's a third eye. High Priestess again, that's intuitive. It's also solo. This is intuitive energy as well. That's also Moon in Pisces energy that we're, you know, you can utilize this, yeah, this full moon Pisces to kind of wrap this up, you know. So I'm going to leave it at that, Aquarius. The message is pretty clear. If this is your reading and your energy, you will know it. It's very clear, and you will know who this person is. And I don't want to negate, too, soulmate. This person does mean a lot to you. They are a soulmate, and you do feel guilty about it, but this is about you preserving yourself, or, you know, sometimes people really need that, too, that tough love, but it is affecting you. So I'm going to leave it at that, Aquarius. I wish you guys all the best in this. Until we meet again, take care.